Welcome back, my fellow aggressive learners. In this episode, we shall be discussing on what HSL, hue, saturation, and lightness. All right. So we shall discuss that. So let's quickly give our HTML a class. All right. Let me just call it my box. My box. All right. That's the name I just chose. Nothing serious, no special reason why I did that. You can name yourself whatever you want, please. It's okay. Now let's get going. Now HSL, of course, we're still using the same old stuff, so let's just quickly delete all of them since they are not applicable, and then we are going to have a, let me leave this, just change the name to my box, right? I think so. Yeah, thank you. Now I am going to remove this writing. Let's see if anything will go wrong. Now, thank you. Good. So let's leave it the way it is. Good. So now here we are. Now, HSL, hue, saturation. Am I there? This saturation and lightness. I think also. I hope I'm correct, please. Now let's just test them out. All right, we'll just practicalize more of this here. So remember, you have three colors. So the first set of color in HSR will always be what? There are three. Will always be what? In you have, this is how you write it, HSL. All right, HSL, look at it. The first one will be hue, the second one will be saturation, and the second one will be what? Lightness. All right, good. Lightness. So that means you are going to, this one is what is the what do you call it? The number of the degree of the color you want on the color wheel. I think there's something called color wheel. I don't know. Let me see. There's color wheel. Thank you very much. There's color wheel. Thank you very much. This is the color wheel. This is the color wheel. You can see. So I think red is 360. Between red or 0 or 360 is red. I think so. And then 120 is green. 120 is green. And then 240 is blue. All right, so you can play with the number and then get other things. We'll try that out. Then saturation has to do with the intensity of this color. All right, you can see the intensity here is not the same as this. The intensity here is not the same as this. All right, if you come to this red, the intensity at this point is not the same as this. The intensity of this point is not the same as this. So you might call this red, but it's not completely red. All right, because the intensity is moving away from here. It's gradually decreasing and then gradually giving you a whole different color that is not red specifically. All right, the same way if you go down here, the same way if you keep moving. All right, so and at 240 you can see the intensity of this blue and the intensity of this blue and the intensity of the blue are not the same. So this you call sky blue, this you call light blue, or whatever it is, I don't know, but you can see that the intensity is different. That is what we refer to as saturation. Then lightness defines how it defines how bright, whether it is dark, it is as bright as white, or it is what? Pure, 50%. Now this lightness is measured in percentage, saturation is measured in percentage, and hue is always as it is. So it's always just a number. So let's get to try that. So let's do 360. We said it is blue, and then let's keep this saturation at saturation. Let's keep it 50% is in percentage, and let's keep the lightness to be what? 50% too. 50%. Now you can see it's giving us what? Let's go to our CSS. Let's do this. Now this is red. I want to use this as what? As background. I want to use this as background. I want to use this HSL as background, please. All right. So you can do this. Refer to it as black. Use your color as black. I think that's okay. Now let's use this as background so that we get to understand what we're doing very well. All right. So good. Now if you change the hue, change it to 0, it is still going to be the same thing. Don't forget, we say 0 or 360 is this. Change it to 120. you get green. Change it to 240, you will get blue. Take it to 280, you're getting closer, right? 282, a different color. 290, right? Go 320, you can see how it is changing. Now come to red, 0, right? 0. Check out this. Yeah, is it completely red? Is it completely red? Okay, that's up to you. Let's do 180, which is still blue. Now let's do that red and see something. Now I want us to check the intensity. Carry the intensity to 100 and see what happens. You will now get your original blue, original red. Carry the intensity to 10. You see, carry the intensity to 20. You see, carry the intensity to 40. You see, to 80. You see, to 0. Nothing. You just got a gray color. So 0 will give you gray and nothing else. It will give you gray and nothing else. Right? Good. Now let's come back to 50 to 100%. 100%. Right? A completely red. Now let's try lightness. Let's give it 100%. You see, you are not going to see anything again. It is completely white. So this defines the lightness, the intensity of your color. All right, bring it back to 90%. You can see you'll gradually begin to see more. Bring it back to 60. You can see. You can bring it back to 50. That means the lightening you are applying is also now. Bring it back to 0. You can see you are not seeing anything again. You are saying you want a black background. So 0 means black, 100 means white, complete what? White color. So as not to stress ourselves, we go ahead and use what? Use 50. So it is now in between. 50 is what is in between. So this one, so as not to have a high intensity, this will not depends on the color you want to produce. If you want to produce 80, you go ahead and do this. You can see the way this is working around our color. So if I want to do 120, I can do 120. Look at what it is doing to me. I can do it. If I want complete green, I do 100. I want less than anything lesser, I can do 30. So it's up to you. I can do 34 and so on and so forth. All right. That is how hue, view, HSL color works. All these things are color combination. You can use it for your, we can even do black, right? Yeah, we can do black. We can do black. So black will be what? If I am here, all right, black will be what? I will not even stress myself. I will just turn this to black to 0. That settles it. Like that settles it. I don't even care what the brightness is saying. If you turn it to 0, it is gray. It is gray. So I don't want, just leave it as it is. And turn this guy to 0. Just turn this guy to 0, and that settles it. Like you can play around this, all right, and see what it gives you. You can play around this and see what, you can play around this and see what it gives you. All right, and I think that brings us to an end of hue and to the end of the entire color section. All right, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I say thank you for paying attention to this very level. If you've gotten here, I want to say congratulations. Don't give up. We're making progress. We're making progress. We shall soon start to do or apply the knowledge we've acquired. All right, good. Thank you.